there's a whistle, an inadvertent whistle, as her shot clock did not start.
Yeah, Jessica Boyd's a player that at the beginning of the season was coming off the bench, 7th or 8th usually, getting just a couple minutes towards the end of the halves, or the end of the quarters, excuse me. But over the road trip, she's really developed to be quite a player, and she's consistently been on the starting lineup the last couple weeks. So hopefully we'll be able to see some good production from her tonight as well.
Toccoa Falls lost a couple of young ladies over the Christmas break. They only brought 6 tonight, and that is a 2-pointer. Beth Brown, who averages 6 points a game, and it's 3-2. Lady Eagles of PCC in the lead. Quickly back down court, that is Alyssa Loudermilk. She averages 11 points a game and off the arc. Looked really good in warm-ups. Probably took 100 3-pointers and made about 60 of them.
Wow.
But that was in warm-ups, unguarded.
We also noticed last time we had this game, PCC out-rebounded Toccoa by over 20 rebounds. We had, what was the number that we were talking about before with the rebounds last game?
62 rebounds.
62 rebounds from Pensacola last game. So phenomenal boxing out, phenomenal size difference we have with Marley Moore. I mean, she's got at least probably 2 or 3 inches on every other girl from Toccoa Falls. So that'll be a definite factor later on in this game, as we already saw. But right now, Toccoa has been out rebounding. They're 2 for 0 now in the first 2 possessions of this game.
This is number 20, Hannah Ship, who is normally automatic from the free throw line, but first home game of the new year. Got to get used to the home crowd again. Tie ball game just underway here. Lady Eagles basketball tipped away and stolen. That's Jessica Boyd, and easily goes in and blows the layup. Ball's going to go out of bounds. It will be PCC basketball.
Yeah, Boyd just had terrible position on the basket right there. She was going at it straight on. She should have gone at it more of an angle to be able to tap that in.
Both teams are the Eagles. The Toccoa Falls team likes to be referred to as the Screaming Eagles. That's a mouthful. So we'll just try to call them Toccoa and the Eagles for the home team.
Nice block there from Toccoa Falls. Tipped away, and now it's Toccoa ball going the other way.
Heavily guarded. That's number 14, Cassidy Lang, with a miss. And here come the ladies of Pensacola Christian. Quickly down court, Joy Smith. Hannah Ship thought about it. She's going to take it all the way in and dribble it off of her foot. And another turnover for PCC.
Sloppy first couple minutes here from the Lady Eagles of PCC. They really just aren't focusing on the play and focusing on rotating the ball there. Hannah Ship had 2 options over here in the corner, either baseline or a 3-point shot, but she just threw it away underneath.
Almost a matchup zone, but a heavily guarding matchup zone, but it didn't matter. That's number 5, Madison Johnson, with a 3-pointer and a 3-point lead for Toccoa. Jessica Boyd gets her own rebound, kicks it out to Joy. And that's probably going to be out of bounds. Toccoa's basketball.
Well, in the early minutes of this game, Jeff, we've seen the 3-point shooting once again from both teams. Last game, we said earlier in the broadcast, if you're just joining us, the last time that these 2 teams played, there was 56 threes taken between the 2 teams. Pensacola, the last time we played, there was only 5 for 30 from behind the arc. So we'll see if that trend continues or if they're going to work it inside. And you see Alyssa Loudermilk there with the easy 2 points.
Yeah, over 50 3-point shots in the game. That's a lot of threes. And Coach Sellers could not be happy with only making 5 of them.
Yeah, that's definitely a percentage you got to work on in practice the next week. As you see Toccoa missing another 3-pointer there.
Joy Smith pushing it down court. Nice extra pass to Alyssa Loudermilk. And PCC now in the lead with 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Trying to work it inside. That's a turnover. Joy Smith with the steal. Good-looking pass and a drive. That's number 25, Jessica Boyd. Gets her own rebound, and she's going to be fouled. and will go to the line to shoot 2.
That was the third time tonight that Boyd has taken it inside or shot the three-pointer and then got her own rebound. She's able to capitalize twice, and now she's at the line for a chance to capitalize a third time.
Jessica's a 61% free throw shooter. Rattles that one in. She's only taken 28 free throws on the season.
Once again, fighting for her own rebound there. Almost had it. It'll be a jump ball in favor of Toccoa. Boyd's a player that struggled with injury all season. She's got the knee brace from a former season's ACL injury. She's got the finger taped every game. I'm not sure if that's something that she just does for herself or if she's hurt that finger in practice and continues to nurse it throughout the season.
One player that we're not going to see the rest of the season is Brooke Branas. Brooke actually had a rod put into her tibia, an injury she's dealt with for some time from what I understand, but she's got a pretty nasty scar, and she is out for the season, but she is here supporting her team.
Yeah, and that's heartbreaking for her, I'm sure, as a senior in her last season to have to sit out this second half of this semester, but it's good that the doctors were able to evaluate that and get it taken care of like they did.
We mentioned Toccoa only dressed 6 young ladies, so as the game wears on, it's going to be the bench of PCC that should win this ball game.
Yeah,
long pass across court to Holly Zorka. She'll take it in, and she'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, we'll see the stamina of Toccoa against stamina of PCC later on in this game. But when you only bring 6 players versus a bench of 14 total dressed tonight, it's a difficulty to overcome that. But so far in the beginning minutes of this game, Toccoa's kept it really close.
Holly's a 73% free throw shooter. What we remember about Holly in most recent history is she won the game at the free throw line. Well, it was December?
Yeah, in December, our last home game here before the Christmas break. Close game all the way through. Lady Eagles were able to have a little bit of a run at the end of the game, and Zorka was fouled on the three-point attempt, and she was able to make all 3 free throws and win the game by 1 point. That was quite an exciting game here in the Sports Center Arena. You saw Coach Sellers bringing in 4 new legs there.
As we get them in the action, we'll tell you who they are. This is number 22, Haley Sailors. She'll dump it underneath to Holly Zorka, and Holly will go back to the free throw line for a chance at 2 more. So let's see who the new people are. Look, Elizabeth Helder. Morgan Van Hook is number 15. She's out here at the top of the key. And who else do we have, Richard? Who am I missing?
Number 23, Darby McCosh, under the basket down low. And a number 30, Ashton Welburn, this will be the first minute she's seen at home this season, if I'm correct.
Long pass down court. Quick recovery, though, from the Lady Eagles. And Toccoa's going to be forced to set it up. Mackenzie Moore going to work it inside. It's an inside out. Nice drive to the basket and put up and in by Katie Calloway, who averages 12 points a game. This is Zorka and Van Hook. Zorka can hit that. She's thinking about it. There's Morgan. And a nice rebound underneath from Ashley Welburn, but it'll go out of bounds. No, actually, the Lady Eagles will keep it under their own basket. Morgan turned it over. Took a step before she dribbled, and it's a turnover for PCC. And Toccoa, as sloppy as this game has been, they're only 2 points down. And once again, they forgot to start the shot clock. Almost stolen away. Quick reaction from Toccoa to pick it up. Working it underneath. Again, the same play they ran last time. Trying to get it underneath to Katie Calloway, and it's going to be a foul. It looks like on Darby McCosh.
Checking in for Toccoa just now, number 24, Beth Brown. And she'll be a new fresh face on the floor down there for Toccoa. McCosh with the rebound.
That'll be Toccoa's ball. The rebound was Ashton Welburn. She'd have been better off just taking it back up.
Yeah, but it's been pretty physical underneath so far for both teams on both ends when you get in the paint. So both teams fighting hard right now. I know Toccoa is really looking to take some mercy back on PCC after that 20-point blowout at their place. So I'm sure they're out for blood right now. So they've been playing like it, too, in the first minutes of this game. But like we said, they only brought 6 players tonight. So we'll see if that's able to continue throughout the game. I think one thing that'll help them is this new rule system for the girls basketball that we've talked about several times this season, but they'll get 3 breaks that they usually didn't have with the 4 quarters that the college girls play now instead of the 2 halves. So that'll play into factor as well for the Toccoa Falls team.
Long three-pointer. And 3 opportunities for Toccoa, and none of them come up successful. Katie Calloway, who is number 1, is obviously the best player on the team. She is everywhere, and their offense pretty much runs through Katie, it looks like. They try to find her on screens underneath, and she's also doing a pretty good job getting offensive rebounds. Working it inside, that's McCosh. No good. And here come the Screaming Eagles of Toccoa Falls College.
Almost knocked away there. Good ball pressure from the Lady Eagles right now.
Here's Calloway. So they're trying to work it inside to her. Everything's going to go through Calloway. Trying to anyway. That's a dangerous pass that you normally don't want to take, and Welburn made him pay for it. Here's Morgan Van Hook again. Left wide open. She'll hit that most of the time if she's unguarded. In and out. And this is Beth Brown. Now she's going to get it over to Mackenzie Moore. Good, nice spin move from Mackenzie. She just cannot buy the basket. And
nice.
Quickly, here comes PCC.
Nice strong move to the basket there by Mackenzie. It was like with Van Hook there making the 2 points. She got that to drop. But yeah, that move to the basket by Mackenzie was just met by the double down from PCC, which once again, fantastic defense by the zone from PCC so far tonight. They haven't been able to get anything going inside like they've wanted to. They wanted to work through number 1 like we talked about before, and now once again working through Mackenzie. But both times the defense has really shut that off for them.
Morgan Van Hook, in the little bit of time she's been in here, has really contributed on defense. I've counted 3 deflections so far, and there's another nice-looking basket for PCC.
There's Elizabeth Helder there with an extra 2 points. Beth Brown will try to push it for Toccoa.
They're just kind of chucking it up there. They're not really squaring up to the basket.
Yeah, and even in the early minutes of this game, I'm already seeing the stamina play into place. You saw in that last play, Pensacola already had 5 defenders down on the other end when they only had 3 Toccoa players there ready to receive. And they're just getting up the floor a little bit slower than they were at the beginning, first 3 or 4 minutes of this game already, and it's only the first quarter here. So they're definitely looking forward to that break, being able to rest, maybe get a sub in there for Toccoa and get some fresh legs.
Taking it all the way in, that's Katie Calloway. Gets her own rebound and puts it back in.
Yeah, Calloway a huge factor on the road, also a huge factor for Toccoa the last couple seasons. I remember she played here last year as well. I think she had double digits when she played here last year against PCC. But great player, great game. She's done well so far tonight. That's one of the players, since they brought 6, she's probably not going to see the bench the whole night. She'll be out there the whole time.
She averages 12 points a game and 8 rebounds a game. So you're going to see a lot of Katie Calloway. So with 30 seconds to go in the first quarter, it looks like the starters are back in. Almost all the starters. Looks like Monica T is going to get some playing time. Coach Sellers looking to get one more good offensive possession before the change of quarters here.
Almost knocked away by Hannah Shipp.
Dangerous pass. And Hannah did a good job. She's going to take it all the way to this. Should be an easy layup. Don't blow it. I didn't think anybody wanted to take it for a minute. That was Joy Smith with the easy layup. Setting up for the last shot.
Nice
going
pass.
with the alley-oop underneath, and it was a beautiful backdoor cut and a 4-point lead for the Lady Eagles of PCC as Joy Smith almost banked one in from midcourt. But that's where we're at after one quarter. It's 17-13, Pensacola Christian with the lead, and we will come back in 1 minute.
Hey Eagles fans, we want to see your Eagle Pride photos. Share your photos during tonight's game on Twitter and Instagram with the hashtag PCCEagles. And you can see your photos on the screens throughout the night. Let's see that Eagle Pride. Hey Eagles fans, don't forget to tap your card before halftime to be counted for attending tonight's Eagles games. There's only 6 games left until the contest ends, so be sure to make your attendance count.
Ready to start second quarter action here at the Arlen R. Horton Sports Center Arena. Pensacola Christian with a 17-13 lead over Toccoa Falls. Long three, that's Joy Smith. Fresh out of the timeout. I'm pretty sure they probably drew that up. Now we're pressing.
Didn't make the trap that time, but they're really going to start putting the pressure on here in this second quarter.
It's going to try to hurry them up, and it's worked. They're already – there's Callaway with a turnaround. Monica T with a rebound. Here comes Alyssa Loudermilk. She's got Joy Smith. She thought about it a little too late, and it's a turnover on Alyssa.
In my opinion, she should have just pulled it out there. She didn't have any numbers. It was 2-on-3. She should have set it up and gone for the better shot, but it's turnover that'll turn into another – missed shot for Toccoa Falls with Joy Smith pulling down the rebound.
PCC with the starters back in, looking to push the tempo. This is Hannah Ship and Joy Smith. Jessica Boyd left wide open, and we're going to press out of the make. Almost stolen away again.
And Coach Sellers yelling for the trap there at half court. They're just not getting to the spot soon enough in order to trap, and it's a failed press. And now it'll be Pensacola going the other way.
And they've got Toccoa just taking some crazy shots real early in the shot clock. Good-looking pass from Hannah Ship under to Alyssa, and she rushed it. No, that was Monica T, excuse me. Toccoa's going to slow it down now. This is Mackenzie Moore. Cross-court passes. They're doing a lot of that.
Double teamed on the baseline once again. That double team has worked for them every single time. It's really throwing Toccoa off right now. They're not able to get anything to go on the baseline, nothing to go underneath because of that double team down low from the zone from Pensacola.
Another wide open shot from Boyd. She's going to get her own rebound. Alyssa Louderman thought about it, forced it into a double team to a crowd of people. And Toccoa Falls down 10. Looking to get something together on the offensive end. Alyssa is gambling. She's going to get a steal here eventually.
2 points there by number 13, Courtney Betchel from Toccoa Falls. Sometimes that happens when you try to overplay, and then she got burned there with the extra 2 points from Toccoa, wide open shot.
There's Alyssa with a three.
And she'll make up for it on the other end there.
It's open every time, Richard.
Yeah.
Eventually, Toccoa's going to have to cheat out if we make enough of those. Coach Sellers is really pushing this aggressive press right now.
Well, he's working on it right now because it's a game where he knows he can wear this team down, but he also knows that this is something that he's going to use in 2 weeks when the tournament starts.
And tomorrow night.
And tomorrow night against Trinity, of course. Tomorrow night, South Region.
Beautiful pass from Hannah Ship. Gave up the 5-foot shot for the 2-foot shot.
Yeah, great mature and patience there by the senior Hannah Ship.
Stolen away. Here comes Joy. She forced it just like Coach Sellers told her, don't force it. A little more patience, she would have made that layup. Throwing it to nobody. It's another turnover from Toccoa. Here comes Alyssa Loudermilk. Beautiful bounce pass. An assist for Alyssa. Jessica Boyd running the floor and is rewarded with the easy layup.
And Toccoa will take a timeout, 30 seconds, and we'll take a timeout with them right now. Coming out of the timeout, it'll be Toccoa ball. And Pensacola right now in total control of this basketball game. 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. It'll be Toccoa ball on the opposite end. And Pensacola will not let up, but they're going to put that press on right away. And it'll force a turnover right out of the timeout.
And don't forget, we are just getting started for the weekend. This is game number 1 of a 4-game weekend. 2 doubleheaders. Toccoa tonight and Trinity tomorrow. Guys action will be 30 minutes following this game as they look to revenge a pretty bad defeat at the hands of the Toccoa men's team a couple of weeks ago. Tipped away by Alyssa Loudermilk. Hannah Ship's going to get it and take it in and get clobbered from behind. Foul will go on Courtney Bechtold as Hannah will go to the line for 2.
Surprisingly, there was a no foul called here at the half court. I thought with that bump from Hannah Ship, there was definitely going to be a foul call, but there was a no call. Turned into a Hannah Ship at the line for 2. But she's just not been on those free throws tonight. It's the third one that she's missed.
Yeah, they missed a foul on Alyssa as well on the over the back.
On the first.
Yes, on the first
steal.
one.
Mm-hmm.
They missed really 2 fouls against PCC. And Hannah cannot buy a basket right now, or a free throw right now. 3 offensive rebounds, and we come up empty. Jessica Boyd. Oh, beautiful play underneath to get it to Monica T, and she's rewarded with a layup for running the court and being where she needed to be in that lane.
That was a really nice back and forth there between Smith and Monica T. Monica was just losing it, so she just threw it away, and Joy happened to be there, and Joy was able to hit her right back for that nice 2 points underneath. Great ball movement there. Unplanned ball movement, but good ball movement there by the Eagles.
In Toccoa, they're taking shots in the first 6-7 seconds of the shot clock. They're just forcing it. And I don't know what that was, but it's a turnover. I don't know if it was a shot or a pass.
Right. Boyd just got overzealous underneath and threw the ball away. And it'll be Toccoa ball. McKenzie trying to get a three-pointer in, and it'll be no good. Right now they're just throwing up some desperation, trying to cut away at that lead before halftime. 5 minutes to go before halftime here.
A lot of hands on hips in the Toccoa side. They are tired, and there's still 2.5 quarters to go.
Yeah.
This is Morgan Van Hook stolen away. She's got Joy Smith streaking to the basket. Morgan's going to take it up and miss it. I don't even know if she saw Joy streaking down the court.
Yeah, I don't think she did. Should have been an easy 2 points regardless, though. Just a missed layup there by Van Hook.
Another quick three from Madison Johnson.
Yeah, at this point, if I'm coach of Toccoa, I'm saying let's not stop shooting threes. Let's work the ball inside. Like Madison had a whole wide open lane that time. It's just one move to get to the basket, get past your defender to the basket, and you have an easy 2 points rather than chance a three-pointer.
Van Hook is just killing it on defense right now. They're just chucking up threes, Richard.
Yeah, that's got to be the 5th or 6th one in a row that they've missed. But Toccoa in desperation, again, just trying to cut away at what it now looks like it's going to be a 20-point lead for Pensacola here in the first half of this game.
Joy Smith missed the 15-footer. Marley Moore with a great offensive rebound and tip out, but the Lady Eagles could not capitalize. Double team inside. Now that's Katie Calloway going to take it all the way in to get fouled, and she will go to the line for 2, and that foul's on Marley Moore. Only the second team foul on Pensacola Christian, but it doesn't matter because it's a shooting foul.
Hard foul there by Marley Moore against Toccoa. She's going for the ball, but just that she had terrible position and able to get a piece of it. And Calloway took a hard fall there, but it didn't really it didn't really trip her up much. So she makes the first one there at the line. Calloway again, she'll knock down both. That'll be Pensacola ball.
Good recovery from Joy Smith. She's looking for Hannah Shipp off the mark.
Hannah Shipp, a player that never shoots three-pointers hardly. Throwing up a three-pointer there. We'll see what Toccoa gets going right now. Van Hook again knocked it away. She'll pull it out.
I didn't think it was going in.
Yeah.
Neither did she. Got a smile out of Morgan. She gets the steal and the easy basket. And the lazy passes from Toccoa. I mean, we're just reading the telegraph passes right now.
Another desperation three by Toccoa. And Pensacola ball the other way again.
Here's Holly Zorka going to kick it out to Hannah. And Joy Smith with a wide open three. Tipped it and almost forced another offensive rebound. Richard Toccoa is tired.
Yeah, only in the first half here. 2.5 minutes to go in the first half, and the amount of running that Pensacola has caused them to do in the first half has been exactly what you said Coach Seller said before the game. It's just really tough to only bring 6 players to a game like this and not get run off the court. It's just it's a tough thing to do.
It's not a talent thing, although I think Pensacola Christian has more talent. When you only have 6, like you said, all bets are off.
Yeah, especially when he's shoving out 5 girls at a time every 3 or 4 minutes, and they've been pressing the whole time. So as you see the rest of this game progress, we'll see what happens at halftime. They might get a little bit of spark after halftime, but they're going to struggle the rest of the game, I think, with just stamina. So we'll take a full timeout here with Toccoa's coach and be back with you in a minute.
Before halftime, we counted for attending tonight's Eagles game. There's only 6 games left until the contest ends, so be sure to make your attendance count.
.206 remaining in the second quarter. Pensacola Christian with a commanding 36-17 lead over Toccoa Falls. As PCC looks to press.
Got away with the travel there, Beth Brown.
Now it's a 2-3 zone but a very aggressive 2-3 zone.
Oh, tipped, Marley Moore.
Oh, good kick out from Morgan over to Holly Zorka. No good on the 3, but PCC recovers so well on defense.
Another missed shot by Toccoa. We'll see if PCC can capitalize on that closeout there. Nice move by Moore down low.
Moore is making an impact tonight. Had the block on one end, got the layup on the other.
And it's really interesting because if you remember in the first couple games we saw her play early on in her freshman year, we weren't really sure how she was going to develop as a player just because her size. And she almost kind of played a little bit scared and a little bit timid here on the college level. But over the last several weeks, and especially over the road trip, when they had the Christmas road trip, she's just developed to be a good, solid post player. You know, if you give her the ball down low, she's going to get a nice drop step. She's going to have a high percentage shot around the basket, and that's something I'm a little bit surprised to see from Marley Moore.
There's another turnover for Toccoa. That's a 5-second call. And I believe that's the first 5-second call I've seen this season.
Yeah.
With Pensacola Christian. There's a 3 from Holly. Holly Zorka with her first 3 of the game, and it's a 24-point lead for the Lady Eagles. And this press is forcing Toccoa even to pick up their dribbles quicker than they want.
All right. Not able to get anything going up top or down low.
Oh, that's going to be a foul on Morgan. Morgan Van Hook going to be called for the foul. That'll be the 4th foul on Pensacola Christian. Shot clock and the game clock are identical, so if Toccoa wanted to, they can just hold for the last shot here. Almost another foul for Morgan. They could have called that on the bump. They don't.
Thrown away. Recovered nicely by Toccoa there.
And that's where we're going to be at halftime. It's Pensacola Christian 41, Toccoa Falls 17. We'll be back with second half action in 10 minutes.
It's been said that accounting is the language of business. And so the job of a controller is making sure that all of the accounting is properly taken care of. I'm responsible for a number of areas that all touch the financial statements. We have the financial reporting that the investors see or the bondholders and the board, et cetera. We have payroll, so we pay about 6,000 people a year. We have about $5.5 billion in investments and endowments. I love to see things changed for the better. I like to improve things. I like to see efficiency gains. And people fundamentally don't like to change. So one of the most frustrating things is just change. The flip side of that is it's very rewarding when you're able to make a change and work with people and change things around, get things more efficient, do things better. Sometimes you get into a gray area, and accounting is a gray area. There are instances where you have to make some decisions, and there's a couple different positions you can take. I think a biblical worldview helps you sit down and look at it from God's perspective. I said that I had been in public accounting for a number of years, but there were a couple of times in that period where I stepped out for a year or so for an opportunity. And on 2 separate occasions, when I stepped out, I got into a situation where the owner of the company asked me to do something unethical. And I had to resign my position, and I went back to public accounting, but I had to resign because of it. And I just feel like PCC did a great job of reinforcing what my parents in church had taught me about what was right and what was wrong. If you're being asked to do something, I think it's helpful with the biblical worldview that you can not just go with the crowd and not just go with the popular thing, but ask yourself, what would God want me to do? Because we're not going to answer someday to the crowd. And so I think a biblical worldview is very important.
The greatest part of my job is the people that we get to meet every day. A lot of things, somebody will think that we're in sales and we're selling them something, but everybody needs a place to live. We don't call our folks buyers or clients, we call them friends. And when we have that approach, as these folks are our friends, it changes the way that we treat them. But we love the aspect of building a house. And each one of these houses, although we have our model home, each one has a custom flair to it. And everybody has their kind of idea of what they want in their house. And that's a neat aspect. That's neat to be able to walk them through that. Neat to be able to make that happen. And neat to see the joy and excitement in their face through the process, but then also after they move in. The things I learned at Pensacola was how to deal with people in a one-on-one, in a real way. That's easy in what I did in real estate. That's easy what I did in developing. That's easy what I do in building. It's dealing with people and dealing with them from the heart. Not just saying what they want to hear, but from the heart. And that's probably the greatest preparation from Pensacola. What I learned was just real people from the heart, being the teachers and staff there allows, wait a second, what they've got is real. It prepares us for life to when we deal with other people. But it's something that here 20 years afterwards is still a part of our life, and we appreciate that. We appreciate the training that we received there while we were at college.
Every step takes you closer to a destination. Where are your steps taking you? Do you make choices by accident or on purpose? How will your future make a difference? Where will you find your ministry? Every step takes you somewhere. What's your next step?
I was very concerned when I started trying to decide where I was going to go to college. I wanted to go to college because it prepares you for the next step in life. I wanted a Christian college because it would be an environment where I could grow, and I wanted friends that would encourage me, challenge me. I wanted friends that would have the same goals in life as me.
I was excited about going to college. I was excited to meet new people and to have roommates. I knew I wanted to go to a college that offered a nursing program that strived for excellence, that pushed their students to excel, to be the best nurses they could be for the glory of God.
Coming out of high school, I needed to further my education so that I would be able to share the gospel. If I knew more about Jesus Christ, then that would help me share him. I wanted a college that would train me for the ministry, that would prepare me to reach the next generation.
I wanted to go to college because I wanted to get a good Christian education. Sometimes God calls you at different times for different reasons, and if he ever were to call me to the mission field, which I'm highly interested in, I would want to make sure that I'd have something that I'd be able to serve him in. And I wanted to make sure that I had the correct doctrines backing the education I was getting.
Coming out of high school, I didn't know exactly what the Lord wanted me to do. But I knew that I wanted to go to college to prepare for whatever the Lord would have me to do. I wanted a school that I know would help strengthen my Christian standards and beliefs, because I wanted to be surrounded by an atmosphere that would point me to Christ.
I wanted to go to college to improve on my instrument and focus on it more. I wanted a Christian environment and music teachers that were Christians as well, so that they could better help me in the path that I was going.
When I started thinking about where I wanted to go to college, I was excited, but I was also nervous, because whenever I decided to go, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. It wasn't until I got here that God directed me to be a designer, and I just wanted to follow God's will.
I wanted a Christian college because by being at a Christian college, I'm able to stay strong in my beliefs. I wanted the science classes to be based on creation. I wanted a place that was founded on God's word.
I wanted a college that would prepare me for the next step. God had given me a passion to help others. Just watching my dad with his management, with his caring for different people, it really gave me a heart to help people within the corporate scene. My next step in life was to gain the education I needed to become an effective lawyer. I chose PCC because everything I wanted in a college was right here. The teachers at PCC have been very supportive, and they, as much as you, want to see you be successful in law school.
My father is a doctor. He would take me into surgery sometimes. I got to watch him do surgery. Just the human body fascinates me. I think God has given me a passion for caring for people that are critically ill. I chose PCC because I knew it was where God was calling me. We are a unique program. You work one-on-one with an instructor that is a nurse to guide you through giving meds, to doing procedures. There is a very special connection within the nursing department.
God had given me the passion to preach and to share the gospel with others. My next step in life was to prepare myself for whatever ministry God had for me. I chose PCC because I believed that it would give me the Bible foundation that I needed. The heart of PCC is ministry. Their focus is to prepare young people to be servants of Jesus Christ. We as ministerial students are taught to be the examples, to lead in serving others.
Growing up, I never planned on doing teaching, and I actually was looking into doing something in the medical field. And then I went on a mission trip when I was a senior in high school. And I remember I was praying a lot, and the Lord just told me that I was supposed to be a teacher and told me I was supposed to do first grade. God led me to PCC because he knew I would be prepared to serve in the classroom. The internship program at the Academy has given me an entire semester to apply what I've learned. I love being able to see the kids learn and understand concepts.
I've always had a passion to do things for the Lord, whether it be working with people or constructing a building for church or a ministry. I chose engineering because I wanted to be able to get out of college and be able to do just about anything. I chose PCC because I knew the engineering program would prepare me thoroughly for my career. They have the resources and the tools for us to learn.
God had given me a passion for music. My parents always played music around the house, so grew up listening to it. So it's when I realized that I love music and that I wanted to do something with it. I chose PCC because it has a strong Christian philosophy. The experience I've gained has helped me to become a stronger musician and performer.
God had made it clear that He had called me to be a designer. My next step in life was to take the principles that I would learn in design and start applying them. PCC has a great design program. They are a place that has the teachers and the spiritual focus to train me to become a better designer and a strong Christian. The teachers equip me with a solid foundation of design that I could build upon. Their guidance has given me the confidence to push my design to the next level.
We had science projects in school and classes growing up, and my dad always made it more fun for me. I could tell that I just really wanted to go further in the chemistry especially. Just struck a love, I guess. The education here in my field, in the sciences, has been top-notch, and I'm definitely learning above and beyond. The teachers have been so encouraging. I have seen a spiritual focus in each of them, and that's also a big reason why I chose PCC. It was more than a college to me. It was what I saw in the teachers and the staff, and I was excited to take that next step.
I knew God wanted me to go to college at PCC to get my training to be a nurse, and it really molded me into the person I am today.
It's a place where I knew I could come and sit under good preaching. You are pointed to the Bible.
I knew that there was so much yet to learn on my instrument, and PCC has a great learning environment.
It's a place where I could know that I would enjoy being a Christian and enjoy the college experience at the same time. They wanted me to excel.
Every day there is a time set aside, focused completely on God, which was something that made PCC much more unique.
I knew that PCC stood very firmly on what they believed in. Chapel services, their Bible training, their mission programs. You're always busy doing something.
PCC had so many opportunities to serve God and to make a difference in this world. The academics here are going to prepare me for the future. And that's exactly what I wanted in a college.
And we're back looking live at the Arlen R. Horton Sports Center Arena here on the campus of Pensacola Christian College, where our own Lady Eagles team leads the Toccoa Falls Screaming Eagles from Toccoa, Georgia, 41-17 after the first half of this basketball game. A game that we knew was going to be close from the beginning, but the tight defense and great zone pressure from Pensacola so far has really just taken over this Toccoa team. Some downfalls of the Toccoa team tonight, though, is that they only were able to dress 6 players due to injury and some other unforeseen circumstances. So the stamina has really played into play, but as we start the second half, we'll see how that plays after they took a break here, and now we're live action once again here at the Arlen R. Horton Sports Center Arena.
PCC picking up where they left off, trying to work it around, and took a 3, and it's no good. Coach Sellers not happy with that offensive possession. Very quick shot. They probably could have worked it inside. And Toccoa trying to get it inside to Katie Calloway. She'll get a rebound, kick it outside to Cassidy Lang, and it's no good. Pensacola Christian will get possession. 9:22 to go in the third quarter. Just underway, second half action here as the nationally ranked number 9 in the nation, PCC Lady Eagles.
If you notice here on the other end, something surprising to me is that although Marley Moore has increased her ability to play on the college level, she's still weak underneath. You saw Callaway came through. She's got at least 3 or 4 inches on Callaway, Marley does, but so easily with the rebound was knocked away from her because she's just not playing strong under the basket. Callaway, a senior from Toccoa Falls, knows the strength it takes to be able to play through those circumstances, and we saw that mature player versus coming up-and-coming player there underneath in that last possession for Pensacola.
Nice turnaround for Katie Calloway, and she cannot buy a basket right now. Down in the corner quickly, that is Jessica Boyd. Jessica having a nice game here.
That's her third three of the night so far. She's got 9 points just off three-pointers.
Turnaround jumper and a chance for an and one. That is Katie Calloway. We said we'd be saying her name a lot, and we are. Foul goes against Hannah Ship. Trying to get it underneath to Joy Smith. She's going to back it out, get it to Ship. This is Alyssa Loudermilk quickly over for another three. It's an air ball, but Moore is there to get the rebound. Here's Alyssa Loudermilk. Underneath, beautiful pass, but missed the easy wide open layup.
Impressive pass there by Alyssa Loudermilk. That's something that she's worked on all throughout her college career. She came out of high school never having to pass the ball, and so she's really had to learn how to pass the ball for the first time in college. And a pass like that, just right threading the needle, that's a beautiful pass there from Alyssa Loudermilk.
Somebody lost contact.
Yeah, Marley Moore lost the contact there in that last play.
And I think Katie Calloway, number one, may have taken a hard shot because she's still trying to recover. She may have taken a shot to the head.
I didn't notice that last play. I know
she was grimacing and holding her face.
Right.
Another instance where we need replay, Richard.
Yeah. Hannah Ship again having trouble at the line tonight. She could not be happy with her performance there, but Alyssa Loudermilk able to recover it, and they'll set it back up once again.
Here's Hannah Ship all the way over in the corner. Joy Smith closely guarded, so she's going to elect to get it underneath to Hannah. Scoop, underhanded layup, no good. Joy Smith top of the key, and I'm sure she meant to do that.
Yeah, that's her bread and butter, banking it in.
That's probably
She's
the fifth or sixth.
All season she's done that. You can see the frustration on Ship's face. She just hasn't been on in her scoring tonight. She's played great defense. She's been able to direct traffic very well at the point guard position, but she just hasn't played well in her scoring at all.
Halftime, she was 1 of 4 from the free throw line.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, as a team, we are 4 of 10. That was halftime.
Something Coach definitely has to work on in order to improve that for the postseason, because free throws are something you can't just give away once it comes to tournament time.
Here's Holly Zorka, left wide open, and there's just no bounce in the step right now for Toccoa, as PCC getting a lot of second and third chances. Hannah Ship with a 17-footer.
Nice contested jump shot there. That's got to feel good for her right now.
PCC has opened up a 29-point lead. Stolen away. Here comes Hannah. She's got a player going to the basket. She's going to, behind the back. Beautiful play. I didn't think she was going to get it to her.
Nice pass there by Hannah Ship, the senior. Way to keep her composure. She took it all the way to the basket and waited just for the last second to get that in. You know, it's interesting. With the NBA right now, there's this big controversy going on between Steve Nash and Steph Curry, the two different players there. And they're saying that that's something that sets Steve Nash apart. As you see Joy Smith with the easy 2 points there. Was that behind the back pass like that? And I was just watching a video a couple days ago, all the wonderful, awesome Steve Nash behind the back passes. And he always took it all the way to the basket, drew the defenders to him, and it got a wide open guy underneath with the behind the back pass. That was a great pass there by Hannah Ship. And Toccoa will take a timeout, a full timeout. I think we'll go ahead and take a timeout with him right now.
We're back live with Lady Eagles basketball and Alyssa Loudermilk with the steal and the easy two. And it is a blowout here in Pensacola, Florida. More basketball action coming up tonight. Immediately following this game, we'll have the men as they take on Toccoa Falls and looking to revenge a defeat from a couple weeks ago.
Tough loss for the men's team,
where we were out-rebounded by about 20 rebounds.
Interesting thing about these games tonight and tomorrow night, these are both South Regional games that will affect the standings for all the teams in the region. As we said before, our Lady Eagles team right now stands at number 1 in the region, number 9 in the nation. Our men's Eagles team has struggled on the road this season so far, number 3 in the nation, trailing behind Trinity Baptist and Toccoa Falls, who Toccoa is the number 1 seed right now that we're playing tonight in the South region. Something we've noticed about the men's Toccoa team, though, is that they've only played 2 regional games, while every other team has played 4 so far. So they've got at least 4 regional games to play in the next month before tournament play starts at the end of February. So that'll be a really testing, trying time for them playing on the road and at home. As we see Joy Smith here with a wide open 2 points again. It's been all transition ball so far in the second half, Jeff, for the Lady Eagles, getting a steal after steal and capitalizing on those 2 points.
I would imagine that end of the quarter will be the last you'll see of your starters in this ball game.
You would think, yes.
Oh.
The men's team definitely will see a completely different game than they did on the road tonight, I believe, though. The last time they played at Toccoa, it was their 8th game within a 9-day stretch. Played some very tough teams. They played Trinity Baptist from Jacksonville. They played at Bob Jones in South Carolina. They played another team in South Florida, Kissimmee, Florida, Florida College down there. Just a lot of miles on the road that really affects you as you play a basketball game. And Toccoa wrapped all that up. So now they've had a chance to rest and they have some fresh legs. I think you'll see a different Eagles team tonight than you did on the road at Toccoa last 2 weeks ago as they played at Toccoa.
At some point, you'd think we'd stop taking threes. We're up 37. Stolen away. That's Alyssa. She's going to take it all the way in for the easy layup and miss it.
Well, at this point in the season, I think you've got to run at all cylinders the whole game no matter what, because right now, for one, every game matters, even if we're up by 30 points, which we are right now. And at the same time, you have to think about this. This is a good practice for them to get ready for regional play, which starts in just 3 weeks.
Toccoa is so tired, they're not even really defending. It's who do you want to shoot this possession is basically where it's at for Coach Sellers. And we're just standing around on the perimeter, and there's no defense right now for Toccoa. Morgan Van Hook's going to come in and spell Jessica Boyd. Jessica has had a very good ball game.
Yeah, she's made 4 3-pointers. She's really done some nice things in the paint, some really good steals that caused layups in transition. She's been all over the court tonight.
And that went in before the shot clock.
Yeah, they'll count it.
Katie Calloway. Lady Eagles still pushing it down court. Joy Smith, wide open 3. And she'll get her own rebound all the way across the court. There's Morgan Van Hook with a 3.
Coach Sellers, that must be something that he's really working on right now is the 3-point production. They've got 4 or 5 players that have just been consistently over and over shooting 3-pointers, and all those players are in their top 6 rotation. So that must be his mojo, his go-to this year. They have a high percentage shot, which they really did in the last couple times. I mean, they've had a couple 5 for 30 games. They've had a couple 6 for 25 games. So they've shot a lot of threes. But I guess, I mean, as the old basketball saying goes, shooters got to shoot. So if in practice they're making those and they're just choking in the games, coach is going to let them keep shooting them until they start falling.
Well, it's a great idea when you're up by 30. But I don't think this is a team that needs to live and die by the three. I think we've got good post presence when we want it and good penetration.
Yeah, we've got girls like Hannah Ship and Holly Zorka that can dribble drive. And you got Marley Moore, who's usually the tallest player on the floor. And you got people that can pass the ball well. And Morgan Van Hook and in Hannah Ship, they can push it into the post in order to get the easy 2 points underneath. So very multifaceted team. I can definitely see them in the next couple weeks bringing home another regional championship, advancing to the national tournament. And I think they have a good chance to do some big things in the national tournament as long as they keep shooting at all cylinders as they have been.
And that was an in-and-out three attempt, Elizabeth Helder. A new player into the ball game is number 11, Lauren Battle. Lauren is a junior. You mentioned the NCCAA regional tournament. If I'm not mistaken, that tournament is here.
Yeah, we host for the very first time. Pensacola Christian will be hosting the national tournament or the regional tournament here at the Arlen R. Horton Sports Center Arena. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe if I was looking at the schedule this week, those games, whether PGC is playing in them or not, will be live streamed. It's on the schedule right now, so we'll bring you a confirmation of that in the next couple games to follow. But I believe they're to be live streamed right now, so that's an exciting thing for us. It's our first regional tournament that we've ever been able to host here at the Arlen R. Horton Sports Center Arena. And when we have this beautiful new floor, beautiful new sidelines and everything that we've got this season, I think it'll be a great way to show that off at the tournament. And we'll have teams from all over the southeast region showing up here on campus to play ball.
That's going to be a blocking foul, and I think it goes against Cassidy Lang, number 14. Cassidy will come out. 14 fouls each. Holly's going to take it up and get blocked, but there for the rebound is Darby McCosh, and she'll put it in. It's a 41-point lead for the Lady Eagles.
Something else that I'm sure the coach from Toccoa cannot be happy with is their team has only scored 6 points in the third quarter here, the entire quarter. And they've really struggled to get baskets at all, even to produce, because they haven't been playing good offense. And I understand the stamina and things too, but they're not even running an offense right now. As you see Holly Zorka with another three-pointer. But Toccoa, in my opinion, has just given up in this game so far. And it's really just been all Pensacola in the second half.
Can we even do a running clock in the fourth quarter?
I think it's 50 points is the rule. They're up 50. It'll be a running clock.
Yeah, we're close.
Or maybe it's 40 because we're 41 right now. Oh, no, they just scored, so now we're 39. But out of bounds on Holly Zorka, just overthrown there by Battle, number 11 for Pensacola.
Immediately following this game, we'll have a short break, and then we'll be back with men's action as the men of PCC will take on Toccoa Falls College. That'll be an exciting ball game, I'm sure.
Very exciting tonight, I think so, yes.
Well, we'll take a break here at the end of the third quarter. Be back in 1 minute. Ready to start fourth quarter action here. Pensacola Christian College's Lady Eagles dominating Toccoa Falls 69-27. And the defensive intensity has not let up here, as these young ladies that don't play as much are looking to put their name in the books. There's a nice turnaround jumper, and it's down to a 40-point lead. Pretty in and out action. That's Elizabeth Helder. Stolen away, Morgan Van Hook. She's got Helder if she wants her. Morgan's going to take it all the way in for the nice layup. And Morgan Van Hook with another steal. She's probably 7 or 8 deflections. I don't know how many steals Morgan has, but that's 4 at least. Almost another one. That was another deflection. Ooh. Could have called a foul. They didn't. Here comes Morgan Van Hook again, looking to push it. Got Helder underneath. Helder's going to take it all the way up and in.
Nice 2 points there by Helder in transition. And once again, that was just a tired, very, very tired shot that Toccoa Falls took. You saw how short it came up. It looked nice going out of her hands, but she just didn't have anything behind it because they're just so worn out right now.
Another one of those shots where they're not really just squaring up, they're just throwing it up there.
Almost knocked away once again by Van Hook, but Toccoa can recover. And it'll be a charge. Games like this, it's just hard to know even what to say, Jeff. Just a complete dominance tonight by Pensacola Christian Lady Eagles against Toccoa Falls. And like we said before, although we do think Pensacola has the upper hand as far as the talent, Elizabeth Helder finally gets one to fall there. But when you only dress 6 girls on the road after driving 6 or 7 hours today to get down here, it's just a tough game to play. It's just, you come into an arena like this and have to adjust and only play 6 players the whole game. It's a really tough. It's awesome to see, our team be able to do something like this, and 76-29 is your score here with 7 minutes to go in the game. It's awesome to see that, but at the same time, it's ready. Both teams are just ready for it to be over. I know that.
I've got a good friend of mine that does Division I. He does the West Virginia Mountaineer basketball play-by-play.
Yeah.
And he's had some blowouts, and you feed off the crowd.
Yeah, and the crowd.
And when the crowd is dead,
and
it's a blowout, he said it's just hard to. So it's not just us.
Yeah, but
there's a 3. Finally a 3 goes in. That's Courtney Bechtold for Toccoa. It's just tough when you've got one team that's still running up down the court, and the other one just has no juice whatsoever.
Right. And these Lady Eagles have just come off their first week of classes here for the spring semester. Our semester got kicked off on Tuesday with classes starting here on campus, and tons and tons of things going on this semester. We got next weekend, as we were just talking about, we've got a high school basketball tournament here on the campus. We'll have about 12 to 15 high school teams from all across the country come, and they'll play a high school tournament here on the campus, and we'll see some great talent from just some high school players that just love the game of basketball. And that's a nice opportunity for them to see the college and see the things that are going on, as well for the coaches to be able to recruit and kind of say, hey, you know, this would be a great guy, a great girl to have on my team next season. And so that's able to have a little bit of outlook there. And following that, we'll have our week off for the Valentine's Day weekend. And then the following week after that will be Bob Jones University here on campus. And we've got some great things planned for that. It's what our Eagle Pride weekend is what they're calling it here on campus, where everything we do that weekend is going to be focused on our fans and building team spirit and team unity here on campus. And we'll have a nice, fun tailgate party out on the Main Street Drive here. And we'll be showing you some footage and some action out there. I think we'll have some live interviews out there, or some taped interviews out there at the tailgate, and we'll see some players in action as they interact with some students. That's going to be a really fun next month here on campus with the Eagles basketball teams.
Toccoa is still working hard to get it inside to Callaway, and she is just tuckered out. Played her heart out. This is Monica T with a turnaround jumper, and she'll bank it in. And the Lady Eagles have a 46-point lead. And you can tell the Lady Eagles have also backed off of their aggressive zone.
Right, yeah.
And they're just letting the clock run a little bit. And
yeah.
That's Coach telling them to call off the dogs a little bit.
Yeah, no need. And Coach is smart to leave a player like Hannah Shipp on the floor right now with her leadership that she can provide on some of these younger girls. You see her cheering on the freshman there as she's able to put two in. But she's just been a solid player. She's a player Coach is definitely going to miss next season as she's graduating in May.
Kind of surprised to see Alyssa and Marley coming back into the game. But you do have a game tomorrow night, so you want to
keep them fresh.
Keep your ladies fresh as well, or to keep them in game mode as well. So.
And tomorrow night will be a tough game. Trinity Baptist always gives us a good game. We I believe we beat them on the road earlier in the season, but it's always a tough game when Trinity comes to Pensacola, and they always bring their best when they come. So we're looking forward to tomorrow night, especially the girls and guys games, both here at 5:30 and at 7:30.
Trinity very athletic.
Nice.
Melissa Loudermilk down to Marley Moore. Marley running the court very nicely.
Nice pass there by Loudermilk. And a good steal by Haley Sailors in the backcourt.
It's a 50-point lead. Long three. That's Courtney Bechtold.
They needed that earlier in the game. They made 3 threes here in the last quarter.
Well, they've had some decent looks, but it seems like a lot of their shots they don't even square up. Moore there to clean up the missed shot. Offensive rebound and another 2. Stolen away from Monica T. Here's Loudermilk. She'll dump it underneath for an easy layup and another miss. And Loudermilk picks up the offensive rebound and a 2. Coach needs to work on layups in practice.
They missed several layups tonight.
Wide open, nobody guarding them layups.
51-point lead here for your Lady Eagles in the Arlen R. Horton Sports Center Arena. A deep 3 from Toccoa Falls, and Loudermilk home with the rebound.
Taking it all the way in and getting fouled, that's Ashton Welburn. Ashton is a 5'10" junior. Richard, I was kind of impressed with the crowd tonight for a ladies game.
Yeah, really.
But I'm also a little concerned that normally by now we have a bigger crowd because the guys are getting ready to play.
Well, the guys' game, the girls' game has gone extremely fast tonight. You have to remember that. The guys' game is not set to tip off for another 45 minutes. So I think as 7 or 7:15 rolls around, students start trickling in. Dinner gets over with about 6:30, 6:45. So they'll be trickling in here soon. I'm sure we'll have a good crowd tonight for the basketball game. Tomorrow night especially, I think we'll have a pretty packed house for both games. But something that's really interesting that we've done here on campus to kind of promote coming to games, and our theme throughout the season has been our Eagle Pride. How do you show your Eagle Pride? And we've had Instagram posts. In fact, if you're watching tonight and you just want to, take a picture of your screen and send it in and just say hashtag Eagle Pride or hashtag We Are PCC Eagles.
That was Lauren Battle, by the way.
As hashtag We Are PCC Eagles on any of your social media. We'll be able to take that photo and share it and use it on different kind of things. But I mentioned before the tailgate party, and that's something they've really used to boost the morale and boost the excitement for games. It's the first 500 students that have gone to the most games this year and attended get in for free. And then after that, we have room for another 1,000 or so to come to the party. But it'll be a really, really fun time here on campus, and all of it is around our Eagles sports teams. And as we look forward to next year, as you see Haley Sailors with 2 points there, as we look forward to next year expanding our sports with Eagles soccer starting in August of 2016, we have a really exciting things coming up with that as far as the new coach and the new players that will be coming in from all over the country. And then, of course, our Eagles basketball and Lady Eagles basketball teams. All this is just to really boost our sports program, and it's a really exciting time here on campus, really, for all these things.
That foul went on Lauren Battle, her first, and at the free throw line, Mackenzie Moore. This Morgan Van Hook will come in, and Ashton Welburn will set down. 42.5 seconds to go in this ball game as the Lady Eagles of PCC will improve to 11-10 on the season.
She got away with the foul there.
Yeah, I don't think the officials want to stop the clock.
Yeah, I don't think so either. 33 seconds to go on the clock. Pensacola 93. Toccoa Falls 39. If Coach had let the starters in, they would have broke 100 tonight.
Yeah, they could have if they wanted.
It's always a fun thing to do, a fun thing for the teams to watch as well. Looks like we got a scrape on a knee here. Is that?
I don't know if that's the best song to play when somebody's injured. You've got another player on the bench for Toccoa, but I think she's hurt as well. She limped off the court on a body check from
she hasn't
Holly
been back
Zorka.
in the game since then, yeah.
So I think they're basically down to a 5-person roster here, as our in-house trainer does a good job to get her stick patched up, and we're back to playing basketball with 25 seconds to go. Here's another steal. Lady Eagles all the way down. There's a layup. Danielle Crocker.
I believe that's every Eagles player now has scored with those 2 points from Danielle there. You saw the bench erupt over here when she scored those 2 points. And that's always a good thing, too. And every person on your roster that night can get 2 points or more in the game. It's a great feeling. And it looks like that's going to be it for tonight. Lady Eagles 95. The Toccoa Screaming Eagles from Toccoa, Georgia, 39. Great game here at the Arlen R. Horton Sports Center Arena. And in just a few minutes, we'll bring you live action of the men's Eagles basketball team taking on the regional opponent, Toccoa, Georgia. Toccoa Screaming Eagles from Toccoa Falls College. Thank you so much for joining us for this ladies game tonight, and we'll see you again soon.